storytellers. It is Mrs. McCoy. I am so happy to be here to share a story with you today because guess what? I cannot believe it, but this is our last week of library at home. We made it to the very end of the school year. We just have a few days left. So this is going to be your last library at home video in first grade. I am so proud of you guys. You have done an amazing job of continuing to learn while you're at home. So we're going to read our story first, our last story for first grade, and then I'm going to show you some things you can do to keep reading over the summer. All right, let's get started. Our book for today is called A Perfect Day by Lane Smith. Lane Smith is the only name here on the cover. And usually when there's only one name on the cover of a picture book like this, it means that that person is the author and the illustrator. They wrote the words and they drew the pictures. And that's the case for this book. Lane Smith wrote the words of this story, and she also painted these beautiful illustrations. This is one of my favorite books. I love this one because it's a cool story and it has these beautiful paintings with cute animals. I think you guys will like it. A Perfect Day. Here's our title page. That's that book that tells the name of the story again and the author and illustrator. And again, there's only one name there, so we know that this person is the author and the illustrator. The warmth of the sun. Can you picture that? Being outside in the warm sun? It felt good on Cat's back. Cat liked to be in the flower bed where the daffodils grew. Daffodils are those yellow flowers. I'll move in close so you can see the cool illustrations. You can see the textures of the different paint that Lane Smith used. It was a perfect day for Cat. The cool of the water was what Dog liked best. When it was hot, Dog sat in the wading pool that his friend Bert filled for him. Do any of you have a little pool like this in your yard? It was a perfect day for Dog. Birdseed. Bert topped off the bird feeder with it. There's Bert. That must be the dog and cat's friend Bert, and he's got birdseed, and he's coming to fill the bird feeder. I wonder who's going to eat from the bird feeder. It was a perfect day for Chickadee. Chickadee is a kind of little bird, and Chickadee is there to eat from the bird feeder. That's who Bert was feeding. Squirrel went up the pole. Squirrel went down the pole. Squirrel could not get to the seed. Bert dropped a corn cob onto the grass. It was a perfect day for Squirrel. Oh my goodness, who is coming into the yard? It's a big bear. Let's take a look at Squirrel's face. How do you think Squirrel is feeling in this picture? This picture has no words. There are no words at all on this page. We have to just use the illustration to figure out what's going on and to figure out how the characters are feeling. So take a look here. How is Squirrel feeling? Let's see, we have some clues from the picture. Squirrel's eyes are really big. Sometimes when we're surprised, our eyes get really big. And Squirrel dropped that corn cob that we know Squirrel really wanted. So bear walking in is probably a big shock. Squirrel is shocked and surprised and scared. What about Chickadee? Chickadee's flying away. I think Chickadee's probably surprised and maybe kind of scared too. What is Bear doing in the backyard? Bear is there to eat their snacks. Look, he has that whole corn cob in his mouth. How silly. This page has words again. They say, it was a perfect day for squirrel. We can tell the author has made this word was really big and bold. They made it stand out from the other letters, the other words in the sentence. That's because on the last page it said, it was a perfect day for Squirrel. Squirrel was really happy. Squirrel had the corn cob. But now we're saying, it was a perfect day for Squirrel, like it used to be a perfect day, but now Bear has ruined it. It was a perfect day for Chickadee. Uh-oh, Bear is just eating up all that bird seed. Poor little Chickadee. It was a perfect day for Dog. Uh-oh. Bear is having his own pool day, pouring the little baby pool all over himself. Oh my goodness. It was a perfect day for Cat. Oh, look. What do you see down here? Cat's running away. There is Bear making like snow angels in the flower bed where Cat likes to lay in the sun. Bear's just laying, stretching all his arms and legs, making some flower angels. Oh, Bear. The warmth of the sun, the cool of the water, a belly full of corn and seed, a flower bed for a nap. It was a perfect day for Bear. And there's Bert and Dog and Cat all are hiding in the house, and Chickadee and Squirrel are there hiding by the house too. Oh my goodness, a perfect day. Turns out everyone thought it was a perfect day for them, but really it became a perfect day for Bear, and Bear ruined all of their relaxing. How silly. That was A Perfect Day by Lane Smith. I really enjoy that book, and I hope that you guys liked it too. Now, before we end our last video of the school year, I'm going to share my screen real quick and show you guys some different things that you can do for summer reading. Some activities that we're going to have. I'm going to show you how to get to those. And I'm going to show you the library website where during the summer you can still access these read alouds that I've filmed during the school year. So you can still listen to me read different stories if you feel like listening to one. So take a look real quick. All right, guys, here is the Creo Virtual Library. This is the little pretend library that I've made for everyone to be able to access at home. And I'll put a link to it in the description of this video and on Google Classroom so you can bookmark it, save it, so you can get back to it over the summer. Here is what it looks like right now. I'll move myself over here. Here's what it looks like. There's a cartoon Mrs. McCoy with the background of our actual library. And here on the left-hand side is whatever the current lesson is for the week. And here is what it will look like over the summer. There's this little extra page with the bookshelf, and the books on those shelves are all of the books that I've read out loud while schools have been closed over the last couple of months. So any of these books that you click on the cover, you can listen. It's a link to take you to the video of me reading that story. So if you feel like having a story read to you during the summer break, you can go to this website, click on any of the books, and listen to me read it. So that's one way to have stories read to you over the summer. Another activity that you can do during the summer, up here on the top of my website, you can see that it says SMUSD Library at Home. If you click there, it will take you to this website, which is one that myself, along with all of the other librarians from the San Marcos schools, we've created this. It's got a ton of resources like ebooks, ways to access books online if you can't go to the bookstore or go to the public library. Here are book clubs, read alouds, not just from me, but from the other librarians and teachers too. There's our research pages that you can go do research online, podcasts, extras has all kinds of virtual field trips and stuff. But we are working on some summer reading activities that are going to be available to you. There's going to be things like bingo and choice boards where you can choose different activities to do. Also, it's going to link to whatever the public library and Barnes and Noble and what they're doing for summer reading. And that's going to be listed right up here with all the different categories. It's not ready yet, so it's not posted on the website. But as soon as it is, it'll go up here. It'll be ready for you by the end of the school year. So you can keep growing your brain. You can keep learning at home. You can still have access to books that you can read online, even if we're still staying at home. So that is the SMUSD Library at Home page. And this is my own webpage of just the stories that I have read. So I hope those things help you over the summer. All right, first graders, that is the end of our very last library time for this year. I miss you guys so much, and I'm so happy that we've gotten to have these videos so that we can still have stories together every week. I am super, super proud of every single one of you for how hard you have worked while the schools have been closed. You guys have done such an awesome job, and I cannot wait until we are back together in the real library and can read stories together again. But in the meantime, I hope you have the most awesome summer ever. I miss you, I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.